Hey guys, we are so excited right now. We've got the Fleetwood Palisade.
The Fleetwood Palisade is the brand new luxury flagship model for Fleetwood RV.
Hi there, I'm David Garza with Motorhome Specialist, the world's largest RV dealership.
And I'm Mike Grove with Fleetwood RV, and we're going to take a look at the exterior paint on the Palisade.
Here's the real nice thing about this is the beautiful paint job. 4 different colors. Sickens paint, what, 3 to 6 on the coat?
Yeah, we put 3 coats on it, and then we sand it down. We put 2 more coats on it. That's going to eliminate a lot of that orange peel, give you really nice flat lines, and increases that UV protection. That's what's going to make your Palisade look great for many years.
And this paint job right here, this is like a real custom paint job. This is something that you wouldn't just see in any manufacturer. All these airbrush effects, the way it fades out, doesn't get much prettier than this. This is one beautiful coach. And this is also the cliffside on this color.
So let's take a look at the front of the unit.
Yeah.
There's a lot of new things up here for the Palisade. One of those are going to be the AVS. It's Advanced Vehicle Safety is what we call it. But that does the Adaptive Cruse Control, collision mitigation, lane departure, and all that. So just like your vehicles, you're going down the road at 60 miles an hour, you come up on a car that's doing 50, now the Palisade will actually slow your unit down and just follow that at a safe distance.
Safety features, just like you would have in your car, but a bigger size. Talking about a bigger size, this windshield, I mean, this is something else, the visibility you have. That just right there adds to the safety feature of the things you were just saying, Mike.
That's the beauty of a Class A, though. We're going to all these beautiful destinations and stuff, so this big windshield is basically like a big picturesque movie going down the road.
And the other thing, too, very rare, this is, again, on bus style that you see these windshield wipers coming down. Instead of being here going back and forth, being up there.
Up top, we're working with gravity. You throw it all down instead of coming up, you throw it back up on the windshield again.
That's right, yeah. Very nice, though. I'll tell you what, this front cap with that giant windshield, this is so futuristic. I mean, it really is. The aerodynamics of it, streamlines, beautiful coach.
Absolutely. What do you say we take a look at the chassis?
Yeah, let's do that, please. What do you say? You want to talk about this Freedom Bridge right here?
Yeah, the Freedom Bridge is a major thing with the Palisade because what that does is give us 2 7.5-inch I-beams.
From side to side, end to end?
Front to end, yes. And that eliminates all that twist because our tiles don't twist, so it gives us a nice solid foundation.
Smooth ride, very stable. But the other thing too about those 7.5-inch steel I-beams that go from one end to the other, that's what they use on skyscrapers, and a lot of your bridges throughout the world have that. That way there's no twisted to it or breaking the tile like you said, Mike.
And Fleetwood and Rev Group is the only ones using this technology.
That's really good here. And also too with this Freedom Bridge, we're also looking at the L9 450 with 1,250 pounds of torque.
Yeah, this thing's got 15,000 pounds of towing. No power issues with this unit at all. No matter what you're towing, you're good.
That is really good. You want to show them the days here? Well, first of all, this right here, which is really a keen thing here, is when you're at a gas station. It doesn't matter what side you are on the pumps.
Yeah.
You've got dual access on both sides of this here. What do you say about this TV here, Mike?
So on the exterior, we have a 50-inch Samsung. You'll find that even on the inside and exterior. This has all high-end components. This is, again, as you said, David, the flagship model. So we're dealing with high-end appliances. It is on a swivel, and we do have a sound bar on the back of it. So when you run out these 20-foot patio awnings, and there's 2 of them, no matter where you're at under that awning, you're going to get optimal viewing angle.
That is so cool. And the other thing, too, it's not stationary. This does come and move around.
Out, and it's on a swivel. Correct.
But on the awnings, what's so nice about that, you don't just see that round bubble up there like you do on most motorhomes. This is integrated, built into the roof. And it's not right here. This is from end to end.
Yep.
What would you say? Probably about a 12 to 15-foot expansion?
I'd say we're about 15 foot coming out, yes, absolutely.
Plenty of shade out here. Want to keep you outside more than going inside with this.
Yeah, as we're working our way back, one thing we missed over was these the larger wheels that come on the Palisade. These are 315 80s, but this is independent front suspension. We actually have a 60-degree wheel cut up here because the Freightliner actually did a study where it's like 95% of all accidents happen in the 1% of the time you're backing up. So when you get a 60-degree wheel cut and you pair that with the Ultra
12
Steer,
degree on the back.
yeah, that reduces your turn radius by 17%. Yeah. That is really decreasing the amount of time you're backing up.
But what's so cool about that front independent suspension, there's a big difference. When you don't have front independent, this is what happens. But when you do have front independent, this stays equal and this goes up and down if you're hitting a pothole. So you got a nice stable drive the whole ride.
Yep.
What do you say, Mike? You want to talk to him about the bays here?
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about in these bays.
Oh, golly, that's solid, man. So right here we do have, it's not just something that stays stationary. This is a refrigerator that works a lot like a refrigerator or an ice chest. It can also come out of there where you can even use it more.
That is an option. Standard, you have just storage here, and then optional, you can get the ice chest put in it. So depending if storage or the ice chest is more important to you.
Got the full bin right here. Doesn't just come out on this side. This also goes out on the other side. Helps from hurting your back or breaking your back or to where you don't have to get a child in there to get things out for you. You can just slide this right out to you. But you know what? Another thing though, real quick. This is Citadel. So this right here, if you got tiki torches, firewood, any type of liquid, anything that spills in here, you can clean this right out without messing with any type of carpet product that other brands and other manufacturers have.
That's something that you don't typically see in a lot of Class A's as well on the diesel line. A lot of them, when you look in here, it's going to be wood inside of it, and that's going to be covered up by carpet. And as Dave mentioned, you're putting tiki torches in here. So if you spill that onto carpet and it soaks into the wood, you're never going to get that smell out. So with this, you can literally spray it out and you're good to go because there's no wood in this basement to rot. It's all either steel or composite.
And the other thing too, on that Citadel, back to that, a lot of car washes throughout the United States, they use Citadel in their car washes.
Same material.
Good deal. That's really nice there. Did you hear how solid that was?
Yeah, these are got a very positive response on these doors.
Very solid. So we have another tray over here that goes from one side to the other also. This right here is going to be your flap. It's going to go on the back here, and this is your Fleetwood flap here. Good guard to where it protects your car from any chips, paint chips, anything like that, in any nature of that. Is that the extended ladder I'm seeing there?
It is. We do two-piece ladders with Fleetwood, and that's going to be your extension to get up on top of your roof.
What do you say we look over here, Mike?
Yeah, there's a lot going on in this compartment too.
Oh yeah, definitely here. This thing that gets things going right here. We got the 6 AGM batteries.
Maintenance free.
Maintenance free.
AGM maintenance free.
That's no maintenance in. And then right here, it looks like we've got the transfer switch. And that right there takes you from either shore power to gen or gen to shore power. But gen's the way to go because majority of the time, you got a pure sign on gen instead of your shore power. That you never know what you have at a
Exactly. We always know we're getting good clean power from the generator. So even if you're plugged in, your generator kicks on, your transfer switch is going to kick over to your generator to provide power because again, we always know it's clean power.
Well, that is so good. And I'm seeing too that we've got cutoffs here just for the slides, but also
for inverter. So we have a slide out and an inverter disconnect switch.
Good deal. And then also we've got the solar up on the top. 300, huh?
There's a 300 watt solar panel on top, and we have a 30 amp MPPT solar charger down here.
Plenty of power.
On these batteries, 6 house batteries is a lot. So let's say I always tell customers it's like your fuel tank. The more batteries you have, the longer you can go off grid. So this actually has a 150 gallon fuel tank too, we forgot to mention as well. But so some OEMs will put 4 batteries in there, but then that just limits your amp hours. The longer you can be off grid with the 6.
Yeah, that's good. Plenty of lifetime there. And I see we do got cutoff switches here. What do you say come over here? TPMS.
TPMS, yes.
Big thing right there.
So this actually, we can talk about that when we get inside, but there's no more monitors everywhere. This is actually integrated into the OptiView. So it does temperature and pressure.
And what's keen about that is you do know what's going on with your tires on the inner. You always see these and check these here, but the TPMS, inner tires for sure. I like that on the temperature.
Yeah,
because temperature's very important.
Temperature's probably more important.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. This is programmed too. This one will do your tow vehicle. So if you're towing that Jeep, you can put the sensors in your wheels, and that'll be picked up on your OptiView as well.
So cool. This is the keen thing right here. This prevents accidents. With this tag axle at a 12-degree turn, and I believe you were saying before, most of your accidents when you're backing up.
Absolutely. Yep.
This right here saves you here.
17 turns at 12 degrees, 17% reduction in your turn radius.
Within what, I believe it's an 8-foot turn right there too.
Yeah, it's crazy. You can turn a 45-foot motorhome around in a 3-lane highway.
Yeah. Don't want to do that though. But anyways, you're safe on that there. The V-Ride. That's the key thing. That's going back to what I talked about earlier on that front independent suspension.
Yeah. The V-Ride, it's a Freightliner option. And that basically is stopping all of our sway. These things are big. I mean, they're big billboards. And it stops us from going back and forth. And it's a safety thing too, because when you're going around corners, if you don't have the V-Ride, you're going to want to start shifting. And this will hug the road. The reason why I think Fleetwood has one of the best rides is because we have the V-Ride paired with that Freedom Bridge. That Freedom Bridge is heavy. So that's how you control center of gravity. You keep the weight low and to the ground, and it's going to stop even more of that. So you take those two features, it gives you an amazing ride.
There's one thing too with that V-Ride, talking about the driving of it and being not top heavy, is how we have the steel from right here to this belt is all steel. A lot of other manufacturers, they don't offer that. And then from here on up is all aluminum. With a lot of other manufacturers, it's just the opposite. This right here gives it more stable to the ground to where it hugs the ground. A better ride, better feel, more stable.
60% below the belt line, 40% of the weight's above the belt line.
That's really cool. Oh, wow. I do like that. Easy access to your filters there.
Yeah. So even your air filter, your separator, everything can be accessed here. I know some of the other models, you got to crawl underneath it to access your air dryer. This one's right here in this luggage bag.
Also, your nice battery disconnects to cut off too.
Yep, chassis and your house battery and two 12-volt starting batteries.
Definitely start it from here, not from those batteries.
Yeah, if you're jumping those batteries, you're going to be sitting there a while.
You know, I was looking at this right here. This is really neat. I mean, this is almost like an airbrush effect. For being factory, this is really custom to me.
That's something that we introduced last year with these drop shadows. It really gives depth to that paint job. Makes it look 3D instead of just a flat, boring paint job.
And another thing too, very, very rare do you see individual letters that are like three-dimensional. That's part of the craftsmanship right there. So yeah, I noticed this back here. This is really neat that this whole back thing right here is a full fiberglass back in here. Seeing the cameras here with the 3 cameras.
One-way audio up there.
Oh yeah. And then I noticed right here, 15,000 towing. That's a whole lot there. Dual air checks.
Yeah, so you got your brake sync right here. So this thing's already prepped for your tow vehicle. So if you're putting a Jeep or anything on the back of it, you can plug it in right here. But the thing I like about the brake sync is it's a standalone system. So if something happens to your brake line right here and it cuts, it doesn't affect your primary braking at all.
Just the vehicle back here that you're pulling?
So that's integrated into the system. It's not an afterthought where they're keying into your brake lines.
That brake sync too, I noticed that's not on other manufacturers. I don't see too many on other manufacturers.
No, it is an option to have it on there.
This is really nice right here. Easy access getting back here too. Well, good deal. You know, Mike, this right here, this has got to be one of the coolest things, especially for something at this price point, to have the side radiator. That's on all your high-end stuff. Your buses that are transporting people, this is what they have. Runs cooler. What do you say there? Easy access to almost all.
And you got a lot of customers, you know, you guys like to change your belts and stuff like that. This side radiator makes that a lot easier for you to do.
Yeah, that is really good, especially something at this price point. I mean, that's great to have that there. And also too, this right here, this is so good. Both sides, not one side, both sides.
When it makes it a lot more convenient when you're pulling into one of these truck stops. We got dual fuel fills, dual depth fills. So as soon as you pull in, it doesn't matter if one of those, pumps are taken, empty, pick whatever one you want. You got access on both sides. 15
gallons too. Not 150, but 15 gallons.
Yeah, that's using probably 2.5% of your fuel consumption. So it's not something you got to fill up all the time either.
Yeah, I also like to where this has a smaller trim than the big old wide trim on a lot of our manufacturers that we compete with.
Yeah, we try to keep a real slick side. So even our belt line is integrated. It's a real flat. Our windows are the flush mount windows, small moldings. It just gives a nice sleek look down the side.
Another thing too on these windows, love the awnings on there. Not all motorhomes at this price point will have that. Yeah, this right here, this is the very important. This is where you spend a lot of time at. Here's on your wet bay. Not just, got the filterization.
Whole house water filter.
Yeah. I think, what is that, maybe goes up to 8,000 gallons?
Yeah, they recommend you change it every 8,000 gallons. But
can't beat this right here. Electric cord, electric hose.
Hey, we're moving into a high-end
No winding
coach.
it, no pulling it, just pushing a button. And then I see right here, everything for winterization and your clean out points right here.
Yeah, all of your low point drains. If you're winterizing your unit, everything is accessible right here. Your water pump, gravity fill, if you're not
Potable
using
water.
your hose. Yep.
Yep.
One of the biggest things here, though, David, is something that is exclusive to Fleetwood and Rev Group, is these wedge tanks. It's,
yeah.
It's something that sometimes you don't think about, but there's a typical issue with the black tank is mounting. So when you got a big flat bottom on your tank,
Stuff still sits in
it
there.
sits in there, exactly.
At
You're
least an
100%
inch
right.
or so.
Yep. And
So
then all of your sensors are wrong. So what Fleetwood does is we use a wedge tank. That tank actually comes down like this and gives us like a 3-inch bottom. So now we're eliminating all of that bottom surface where all that stuff mounts up. And it's actually tilted towards the drain. So now we got a 3-inch bottom that's tilted towards the drain.
It's a lot easier to empty. A whole
Absolutely.
lot easier to empty. Yeah, outside shower. Everything just right in the right place here. I see we got some plugins right here.
You can never have enough 110 outlets.
No, not at all. Place to put your paper towels for cleanup. And you know, the other thing too, I like these holes right here. That way they can be out and we can close this door and have it locked if it needs to be locked.
Yep.
Very unique.
I get the question a lot, is your unit able to be used in the winter? And since we're on that bay, it made me think about it. We do have heat that's plumbed into the basement. So this is on a Aqua-hot system, but one of those heat cozies are plumbed into the basement. So as long as you got heat inside, you're going to have heat in your basement as well.
Really great. It's a good sign of having no frozen tanks, no
Yeah.
frozen pipes, full 4-season. And this right here, I'm saying this is just like the other side.
Yeah, all three
Identical.
of these, or these two, I'm sorry, are pass-through storage that we looked at on the other side.
Full more ride, going from one end to the other. And let's do this one here.
Same
Same
as
thing,
well.
right?
Yep.
That is really nice. All right, so let's look at this other bay here. This is one of the key things, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the Aqua-hot.
The Aqua-hot. The hot water, continuous, but also the floors on your different zones too, huh?
So yeah, the Aqua-hot, we use it to heat the interior and all of our hot water needs. We actually heat our floor with an electric mat. So we don't want all those water lines going through our floor. And the electric mat's going to heat up a lot quicker for you guys. But the 450D is an upgrade. Like the Discovery has the 400. You go
Right.
to the 450D, they're the exact same footprint, but now with the Palisade, you get engine preheat.
Yeah,
So
even more to it. And then also too, we got the dirt devil here.
all central
Make
back.
it easier, all central back in there. Yeah, this is really good. It's really nice.
On
Now
that
this-
heating on the interior too,
Right.
the propane furnace pulls all the humidity out of the air. So that's when you wake up, you got dew on your windows, you're itchy and stuff. It's because it's depleting all the humidity. And Aqua-hot doesn't do that.
Yeah.
So you get a nice comfortable heat on the inside as well.
Heated floors too, to where you can be in your bare feet and not be cold.
Yeah.
And then of course, we got this on both sides again, easy access.
150 gallons.
It's a lot. It's a whole lot. This is a key thing too here. I really like how we've got the two air outlets right here.
Yeah.
One to clean out the bays and the other one there.
The
What you're
other
talking
one,
about on the
yeah,
car.
if the other one puts air into the system. So for some reason, if this didn't start or if you had to have it towed, if there's no air in the system, your brakes are applied. So the tow truck driver can go in there, you can put the air chuck on it, put air into your system, it releases your brakes, and now you can safely tow your vehicle.
And the other nice thing too that's in this compartment, instead of having a latch in the very front to pull out your generator, being on your knees, right back here, you've got a black latch you can just pull and your whole 10K generator comes out. Not an 8K, but a 10K.
That's something we got a lot of requests for, is to have the latch in here versus on the bottom. Just a lot easier to access.
Oh yeah, that's very nice. So what do you say, Mike? Take this on the inside?
Yeah, let's
Show
look at
them
the
all
interior
goodies, all
features.
the icing on the cake. It's all right in here.
Let's do it.
Oh wow, man, look at the access in here with these slides closed. Easy to maneuver through here. Getting to the kitchen, getting to the refrigerator, getting back here to the bathroom. Very unique.
That's the beauty of the Class A, is being able to access all those amenities when this thing's closed up in travel mode.
I tell you what, there's not too many motorhomes out there you can do this right here without having to crawl over furniture.
Well, let's open it up and see the inside.
Sounds good, let's do it. Cool, now that we got the slides open, this right here, this is just something else. I tell you, this right here, this trim out, Mike, I mean, most people, they would just run that straight across, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, the drop-down bed. We First, this is a 500-pound capacity. It's a stout system.
That's a lot of
You
weight.
can put the kids up there. They can be jumping on it. It's not going to hurt the system. Why don't you run that down real quick, David?
Yeah, let me do that there.
While he's doing that, we put a lot of attention to detail in this. That crown molding that we put up underneath it, added some lights. It adds a lot of light to that area. It's typically dark. But
Yeah, right underneath there. And you know what a lot of people actually use this for, besides just a bed? It's almost like a safe.
oh yeah.
You know, if a woman's got her purse, she wants to put it up there and hide it while they're walking around the park, or even if someone, excuse me, has a handgun or anything of that nature right there, they'll just put that and lock it up.
Yeah, because that's not a key. So when you pull that key out, this won't operate any longer.
I don't think too many people even realize or even know that this is a drop-down bed.
Yeah, if you're not paying attention, you can definitely walk past it.
Yeah, that's really nice. You want me to take it on up here?
Yeah.
Very quiet too. And this bed, I noticed it also, not that someone would want to, but this could actually be down if you're locked in here, am I right? As far as the motor and everything running?
Yeah, if you're in here, this can be down, and then you still have access to get out of the coach as well.
Yeah.
So it's a big question to actually get asked. When this is down, can I get out in case of emergency?
Yeah.
And the answer to that is yes.
That is really cool. Very nice here.
It's about the living area here.
Oh wow, just so open. Zone to zone.
Yes, this is a true zone living coach. That's a good point, because up here we have our living room. We have opposed seating. That's one of the biggest demands. Everybody likes opposed seating. Couple can be sitting over here, the kids can be sitting over there. Everybody's involved in the conversation. And with that as well, these captain chairs, they spin around. So we're in a motorhome, 45-foot motorhome, but right here you could definitely entertain 2, 3, and then 2 more. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7 people in this.
And not getting a crick in your neck. Turn your head to talk to somebody right next to you, just looking right at them.
Absolutely.
And then this also too, this right here and this, couldn't get no better than that. Reclining back and watching your television.
With the furniture as well, we use Apex furniture. Apex is exclusive to Fleetwood. They're out of Knoxville, Tennessee. And another question I get asked all the time, is this stuff, the material that we had that flaked apart, in that 2016, 2017 area?
That was in almost all manufacturers.
Yes, that is not what we have here. I'm pretty sure that Apex sources their material from Spradling, and that's the same people that's building these multi-million-dollar boats. That's where they get their fabric from. So this is a tried and true fabric, and it's very easy to clean. If the kids spill spaghetti on here, you can literally wipe it off and you're good to go.
It's almost like a marine grade in a way. You know it?
Yeah, it really is. They, like I said, they use it in the boats.
Pets on it too, besides kids.
And with the Apex furniture, we also got the cup holders in them. These are actually power motion lounge. They lay back pretty good.
It's almost like another bed.
Yeah, after a good day of
seems like.
hiking, I could probably just sleep in these as well.
Definitely, especially if you're watching a good show over here behind us.
We always have our devices with us, right? So our cell phones, we have USB ports that are built into the cup holders, so we can always charge our devices. And another thing Fleetwood does, when we design these units, we put ourselves in the position of the customer. And with that being said, 110s, USB ports on both sides of it. There's a lot of motorhomes where you don't have access to 110s. So right there we have two here, and 2 more right back here.
Oh yeah, your tower back there.
Absolutely.
Hey, I noticed something on this too. The depth inside here. My gosh.
And moving over to the other side, we have another pull-out bed. So this 45FS can sleep. Let's count them real quick, David. We got a drop-down bed right here.
2.
That we can sleep 2 in.
4.
2 here.
2
Our
there.
dinette comes
or
into
1.
a bed. We have bunk beds.
2 right there.
And then our king bed.
2 on the king. And really, if somebody was tired and they wanted to sleep right here watching TV.
And we don't need to be taking that many people with us,
No.
David. That's too many. But
No. Yeah, I'm talking about how many people it sleeps. This is so unique here. This actually makes a bed too.
You just pull this little lever down here, shove this down, and we have the matching cushion that currently is back here on the bunk beds. But transition's very easy.
Yeah, that is unique. And I tell you what, I like how you've got the big old monitor right there, the big old Firefly.
Yeah, the Palisade, we went with a larger screen, but this is our centralized location where you can control your whole unit from, really. And if you don't want to control it here, this is the Eclipse module. So you can actually pair your cell phone to it, and anywhere in the world you can control your motorhome from with the Eclipse module. But all of our lights are done right here, and all of our lights are dimmable. Anything you see with a little arrow, if you just hold it down, it'll dim your lights. Your slide outs can be ran here. All of your HVAC is done as well. Check your tank levels. And this thing has auto gen start on it, David. So that's really great for pet owners. because
Where you can be away from here.
Yeah, you can set the parameters for temperature, voltage, or quiet time. So if you're out, let's say you're somewhere where the pets can't go, you can leave them in here. Temperature, let's say you set it for 72 degrees. Then the temperature gets above that, it'll automatically kick your generator on, kick your ACs on, and cool your coach down so your pets are always nice and safe.
Yeah, that is so nice. Because your pets, I mean, they're your kids. Keep them comfortable too when you're not in here. What do you say, Mike? We talk about what's in this galley right here. So much room.
Yes, so neat thing about the FS is we have a fixed peninsula here. A lot of times your water lines and everything are over here.
It's in moving.
That's moving. So one thing you don't have to worry about, and you know, we've kind of perfected that process. You really don't have to worry about it either way. But a lot of customers, you know, they like it to be over here.
Like a fixed stationary.
Yes, correct.
And also too, this is just something else.
Stainless
Full
steel,
farm
style sink.
Yeah, got the apron on there too. A lot of room.
So this unit, as we talked about outside, is on an Aqua-hot. That means there's no propane on board. All of your high-end diesels, you go to an Aqua-hot for your heating and cooling. There's no need for propane. It's one less tank you got to worry about filling up. It's one less tank you have to worry about running out when you're camping. So with that being said, we have a induction cooktop.
Oh yeah.
And a convection microwave.
Good size too. And what's nice about that too is when you're at a campsite and you're paying for all the electricity and all the water you can use, why burn propane if it did have propane?
You've already paid for the campsite, right?
Might as well burn everything electric-wise.
With that convection microwave we're talking about, you know this is an air fryer as well?
No,
yeah,
wasn't sure on that there. Yeah, that is really unique. So you've got more ways of cooking than just with a microwave or just an oven.
Yeah,
do an
convection, air fryer, the oven. You got all kinds of options.
Yeah. And these cabinets here, I like the way the inside is lined out right here. That way it keeps it very quiet.
So the Palisade, we put adjustable shelves everywhere we can. That gives the consumer a lot more flexibility on the cargo, on the objects they put up here. If you put a box of cereal up here, you can adjust those shelves so you can maximize the space on it. But another thing that's kind of unique for Fleetwood, I don't see this in many other OEMs, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, David, but we always line all of our cabinets. So that reduces a lot of that chatter, makes your coach quieter, and I think it gives it a really nice, clean look.
Yeah, it does, because you're absolutely right. When you don't have this right here, it's mainly just wood you're looking at.
Yeah.
And everything's bumping against the wood where you're hearing this noise, whatever is inside there with the doors closed.
That'll get quite annoying on a 800-mile trip down to Florida or something. But
tell you what, no washing dishes. Got the dishwasher right here.
Dishwasher, and then we do the picture box window. This thing is this is a dark area typically. Yeah. We'll leave it down so the camera can meter correctly, but this comes up and just adds a lot of light into the kitchen.
Yeah, good place to put your spices back here too.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, we have pantry.
2 pull-out pantries right here.
Yep, Mrs. would love that right there. Yeah. And it looks like a broom closet right over here. Yeah,
put all those larger objects right there.
Yes.
How about the refrigerator?
Oh my gosh. This is residential all the way. This whole coach is residential.
Yeah.
You know it?
Yep. LG. Again, all high-end appliance in the Palisade. Ice maker, water in the door.
This is something else right here, Mike. I mean, this right here, motorhome, this is what's so unique about it, because this is like a 2-bedroom motorhome with this door here, this door here, and this door here. All this privacy, I'll tell you.
Yeah, it's kind of rare when you think about bunk models. Most of them, you got doors right along the bed. So you think about it, you have company in here that's sleeping. They still have to come out to a common area to get dressed. So they have no privacy. With the Palisade 45FS, we have doors on all sides. So your company can get out, get dressed, and go to the restroom and never go into the main living area or interrupt anybody in the bedroom. So I think that's a very, very neat concept right here.
It really is. And even who's ever in that room right there, if they got to use the bathroom, they don't have to come through here to go in here. They've got their own door here. Or if they want to leave these people, which is probably be kiddos, to sleep, they can still go through here and go to the kitchen and do their things while everybody's still right here.
And not to mention the master bedroom has its own bathroom in the back as well.
Very unique. Wow, and the bathroom here, I mean, this right here is just a big bathroom, but it's not just a regular half bath. This is a full bathroom right here.
Yep. So the Palisade too, you get a full tile shower. You know, you're getting those high-end diesels. This thing's a fiberglass shower. It's not a it's not a plastic toilet. ABS. It's all porcelain, all actual residential tile here as well.
Yeah, and this looks all hand laid right here. But I noticed right here, This isn't like an RV commode. This looks like a full macerated, full-size commode you would see in a house.
Yeah, you're
residential, like the rest of the kitchen here. And the hard countertops too, Mike?
Yep. Everything's solid surface on the Palisade throughout, and even your backsplashes are real residential tile. They're not stick-ons, and everything, even the sides of your cabinets, are still all solid hardwood.
Yeah, that's something else. Plenty of cabinetry. I'm seeing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just in the hallway bathroom.
Never have enough storage.
No, not at all. Very unique here. What do we have over here? All your residential style shower components?
Yep. All chrome faucets, but we do have the showermiser in here, which it's a good thing. I mean, granted, you got 100 gallons of fresh water here, but that allows you to get the maximum use out of it because you can cycle your cold water through while it's warming up.
Right.
And then as soon as it warms up, that'll turn red. You flip the knob down, and then you get warm water. So you're not wasting it up. Water. You're not filling up your gray tanks.
Yeah. And then also, too, if you want to sit down, you can. But if not, if you need more room, you can just leave that bench right up there. And that's teak wood on there, huh? Oh, wow. Such a massive bedroom. King-size bed.
King-size articulating bed.
Yeah, reclining in and out, your position on your back or how you want to watch the TV.
Yeah, you can set up, catch up on the news, get something to eat, read the newspaper, whatever you want to do. So with the articulating bed, that gives us a lot of room on the other side for storage. So we have deep slide outs, and that's due to that foundation that we have. It allows us to do opposing 36-inch slide outs at times.
Very deep.
But with the articulating bed, our button's over here on the side. So now we're no longer on a remote. Customers were losing the remote, so we put a fixed lever in it. And wireless cell phone chargers. Neat thing about this bed is right here in the corner, we have this camera selector button.
Right.
So if you're laying in bed, you hear a bump in the night, you can hit this camera selector button, and then all of your exterior cameras will show up on your TV.
That is something else. And you know something else too on the Palisade, the 45FS, that you don't see on other motorhomes that I see on this? Is all that lighting, all that custom crown molding up there above the bed.
Yeah.
That is very unique. I mean, they could have just put a flat piece like other manufacturers, but on this one here, that's really unique right there.
Correct. When you get into these high-end diesels, it's that little attention to detail that goes a long way. And as David said, this could be a flat piece of soft surface. Oh, yeah. But we went above and beyond. We put the crown molding in. It gives it that nice high-end feel that it deserves.
It is. Not just high-end, it's just very custom all the way. You know, I'm seeing this here. There's got to be washer and dryers in this thing somewhere.
Absolutely. Right here, we do a side-by-side whirlpool washer and dryer.
Very unique. That way it's not stacked to take up all that room. Now, I tell you what, to get that in there, is it because of this dip, because of the Freedom Bridge?
Yeah, so we can take that with the Freedom Bridge. It gives all the strength on that. So we can do the washer and dryers in there. We do the opposing 30-inch slide outs, as we mentioned over there. But it all comes back to the core, right? If you don't have that solid bridge, that solid foundation, you're limited on what you can do.
I can't believe the amount of cabinets here. I'm seeing 13, 3 and 3. 2 and 2.
All adjustable shelving, big drawer here, and could be easily missed, but there you go.
Oh yeah, this is just like a safe right here.
Backside.
Hide all your personal belongings. And then I noticed right in here too, on these shelves on each side, Mike, you can hang all your clothes.
Yeah.
Of course, you'd have to move these out of the way or take them out.
It gives you flexibility. Sides. You can do the adjustable shelving, or you got your wardrobe space.
Yeah. Shorter shirts or longer shirts or pants. Very nice, very nice. Yeah, and the other thing, Mike, that I saw throughout the coach here that I didn't even bring up there, but seen in here, there's no carpet in here. No carpet at all.
Yeah. Customers have definitely requested us to get rid of all carpet. They don't want carpet. So we do this vinyl mat. This is basically the material that you'll see in boats and stuff like that. It's easy to clean, even in the kitchen. If you were to spill an egg on this or whatever, it cleans very, very easy.
Yeah. Definitely just soap and water, it looks like. Nothing sticking in it.
No, absolutely not.
More breathable, too, than carpet. Hey, Mike, tell us about this beautiful master bathroom that's in the Palisade 45FS.
Well, this is the second full bathroom that we have. So, again, a full residential tile shower. This isn't plastic back here. It's not fiberglass. We have his and her sink. That's a big thing. 2 people can brush their teeth. 2 people can get ready. If you need all of your hair dryers, curling irons, all those appliances, we have the power towers here, USB ports, and we try to keep everything symmetrical so there's no fighting. We got 2 medicine cabinets. Again, they're symmetrical, the same ones, and then 2 banks of drawers. but look at the size of this bathroom,
Oh, yeah, it's-
and look how much storage we have.
Plenty
we
of
have
counter space, too, I
6,
see.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 doors and drawers inside this bathroom.
Yeah, his and hers in there.
Absolutely. All macerator toilets. And again, we got LCD panels so you control all of your amenities from basically anywhere you're at.
And also crown molding in a bathroom.
Yes.
Definitely
it's that
unique.
attention to detail we talked about,
you're talking
right?
about detail. Crown molding there, crown molding in the bed, crown molding throughout this coach. It's beautiful. I tell you, Mike, this has been very unique doing this whole coach back here. What do you say we just get up to the front here and see what's on this front dash?
Let's do it.
Wow, I tell you what, Mike, these seats are so comfortable. I mean, they're so big, I think anybody, any size of person could sit here and be very comfortable on this here, but not just to sit down here, but I notice these both have recliner. Normally, it's just on the passenger side,
A lot of times
right?
it's going to typically be just your passenger side. But
Yeah.
the seats are important. Class A, you spend a lot of time in your driver's seat. But
Seat belts too. One thing I did notice, it's really nice, is how they're integrated.
yes,
They're part of the seat. Instead of coming back here, being on the wall.
when they're back here, they
strapping you
typically
in.
rub on the side of your neck and everything.
Oh,
But
yeah.
integrated into the seats is a nice feature.
And then this here, golly, I mean, 3 screens. Normally I just see 2 big screens, but having another 3rd screen for this right here looks like your cameras, radio navigation, gauges.
Absolutely. To me, this is a big safety feature because you think about it, especially me, I'm from a small town in Indiana. When I come down here to Dallas and Houston, you guys got interstates that go every which direction.
It's crazy.
So I like to follow my blue line. I like to know exactly which ramp to get off. Well, at the same time, you need to see what's beside you, right?
Oh, yeah.
So just think about it. If you only had one monitor, at that crucial time, when it's kind of hectic anyway, you have to decide which one's more important. Do you want to see what's beside you, or do you want to see your navigation?
Yeah.
With the Palisade, you don't have to worry about it because you got 2 monitors, one dedicated to your cameras and one dedicated to your navigation.
Well, I'll tell you, the Palisade, the 45FS series, I mean, it just offers a whole lot. Not just throughout the coach, but right here, what we've been seeing here. I mean, this is very unique here.
Yep. Monitor, the sensor up here, that's that AVS we talked about.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's what's giving you that adaptive cruise control, that collision
Safety
mitigation,
features.
all of that as well. And as we said, the TPMS, tire pressure monitoring system, is built into the OptiView. That's your digital dash up there.
Mm-hmm.
And you can change all those gauges as well. So if you want to see how much boost the turbo is providing, if you want to see the engine temperature, if you want to see the transmission temperature, all of those gauges can be programmed right there.
That
Gives
is
you a lot
so
of flexibility.
cool. I tell you, this is almost like being in a cockpit of an airplane. I mean, the Palisade 45S, it just offers so much of this coach here, just in this one area right here. And it's very, even though it looks complicated, it's so friendly user. I mean, these knobs right here are just like what you have in your car or your truck.
Standard AC, 3-stage Jake brake. That's another upgrade when you move into the Palisade. So you get the high, medium, and low. That's versus just on and off, right? So
yeah, this is nice. All smart wheel right here. All your controls, all your other gadgets and controls right here. All down here too. And I do see you've got the auxiliary there for your battery.
Yep, that's going to tie your house batteries and your chassis batteries together. So if you wake up, you get that dreaded click, 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 click because your batteries are about dead. Just hold that button down. It's an actual rocker button. It's not a locking button, so you physically got to hold it down and then start your coach. Yeah. And you're safe to go.
And one other thing I did see too, Mike, is how these seats right here turn around to where you're actually with the crowd and the family, everybody back there in the back behind us.
Add additional seating as well. So we covered the Palisade, David. If somebody wanted to buy this unit, how would they get a hold of you?
Very simple. All you got to do is go to Motorhome Specialist. My name's David Garza. I'm the only David here. In fact, I'm considered the old man that's been here a long time. My cell phone number is 817-727-1030. You can call, you can text me any time of the day.